So hi, welcome to Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Is it?
It is a happy Monday.
Okay.
I see under oath this week. It's a happy Monday.
Cut the lights, face yourself. Where that? I need you to record that song. For
Yeah,
me,
that song's gonna go fucking wild. I tried to record it last time I saw them, and my phone just took a shit in the middle of it. So, might be time for a new phone.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Gloria and I didn't go to any shows this past weekend. There were really no tours announced that I saw today, but Dying Wish did announce their new record ahead of their new single that comes out on Wednesday. Album of the year incoming, maybe. Very stoked on that. Did
you just say that there were no tours announced?
I didn't see anything.
Was Ink not this week?
That was last week.
We didn't talk about it.
Yeah, but it was last week. That's old news. Those tickets are on sale already.
Oh my god. Ice Nine Kills, Motionless. No. In this moment, Avatar and New Year's Day announced a tour. I will be going to that. There was another.
My
big
ass
one.
might be driving to Reading, Pennsylvania for that.
You know you're not going to.
No, I probably will. It's a week after my birthday, and my butt wants to see Avatar so bad because I didn't get to see them when they were in Philly that I might just do it.
That's fair, and you get Ink as well. In this moment, that's the one you don't like, right?
Not a big fan. Vowed to never see them live again. But I guess I'll go.
I kind of just want them to be last. I'm pretty sure they're going to be, right? I know I hate fucking double headliners because it's always, which one are you gonna get? Which one are you gonna get? And then it never works out for me. Like I got the Used before Pierce the Veil. Never fucking taking that gamble again. But I will actually have to. I will fucking have to take that gamble again because it's gonna be In This Moment or Ice Nine Kills. It's probably gonna be In This Moment first, but it's fine.
Yeah, well, just get prepared. Like, get your legs ready, man, because you're gonna be standing a long fucking time. They take a fucking while to set up. Oh my god.
So they're probably gonna be last then.
No, I saw because you can kind of tell based on the ticket link, and for PA, Ice Nine Kills is the little face on the picture and they're the one that's billed first because it goes in descending order. So, and usually that's a pretty good telltale sign of what's gonna go down at your co-headliner.
I'm gonna look now because this is scaring me a little bit. It just says Ice Nine Kills and In This Moment. More info. Ice Nine Kills, In This Moment, special. Yeah, they're not giving me anything. Well, no. Because it's Ice Nine Kills and In This Moment, you think that means it's fucking Ice Nine Kills is headlining? That's not fun. I don't like that.
Yeah, well, get your legs ready because they take a while. It's also why the show is scheduled like doors at 5:30 because they have to set their big fucking stupid ass stage setup up, and it takes them a fucking hour. And oh god, and they play like 8 songs in an hour, so it's really fucking awesome. I don't even know how that's possible.
What are they doing?
They're
they just like talking? Guitar
solos, man. I think. I don't know. My mom was like, "We have to leave. This shit's terrible."
Wow, I'm excited to see them live. maybe they heard your constructive criticism and they're like, you know what?
My constructive criticism that this shit's awful.
Yeah, maybe they heard that and they're like, no, he has a point. We're gonna.
Yo, he's cooking. We didn't talk about their new single on the show because really I don't need to rip into this band any more than I already have. But I didn't think the new single was terrible. I'm not like, a hater of their studio stuff. I just can't stand their live performance. It's just like
she just kind of stands there.
It's just like on a pedestal, and there's like fans that are like making her big flowy dress like blow out and shit. And, and it's like, okay, that was cool for one song. We're gonna do that for the next 50 minutes.
We're gonna do that 5 more times.
Yeah. And you guys are gonna play for an hour. Awesome. So that's awesome. That's one of the bands that like you see them co-headlining. You might want to get a seat because you're gonna have to pop a squat. It's gonna take a while because they can't share any production besides maybe some lights. They're not sharing a screen, nothing. Nope.
Nothing.
They got their own obnoxious setup. So yeah, I'm gonna yeah.
You're driving fucking 4 hours for that, huh?
Yeah. I mean, the other 3 bands on the bill are worth it.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
And as long as Avatar's playing the fucking bangers, but I am patiently waiting for the Ice Nine Kills Metallica New Jersey show to drop off the calendar, because it is technically far enough out. Even, the Metallica show is sold out, so technically, in theory, they should just be allowed to announce a show in the area, like Pantera did it. Why can't fucking Ice Nine Kills? But it's also far enough out that it would make sense. They have a bunch of those gaps in that last part of the routing. Like after Virginia, they have like 4 days, and then they go to like Pittsburgh. It's like
North Carolina.
No, you're not. No. It's not going to take you 4 days to get there, bro. I promise you that.
Yeah, unless you're fucking going to the studio or something.
They're not going to the studio to cook up.
They're not. They're not.
Virginia.
They should.
They're not cooking up in Virginia. I can tell you that much.
No, what has been made in Virginia? Let's be honest here. Nothing has been made here. Oh, Jesus Christ.
But this Thursday, I will be going to see Under Oath and The Ghost Inside and We Came as Romans and Better Lovers.
Damn.
And
God fucking damn, it kept going. Holy shit, it's all
gonna
good
be
too.
A fucking rager, man. I'm very excited. I was listening to The Ghost Inside last night. I was like, damn, this band is pretty good, because I saw them open for A Day to Remember, and I was terrified because the fucking room just started spinning. And I was like, I want to go get spin kicked by someone 3 times my age.
Why not?
Yeah, out on the hard pavement outside, spin kick me.
That's an awful thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm like terrified for this show, because it's at the same venue outside Stone Pony. It's on like fucking blacktop pavement.
Oh,
and
that shit hurts.
Yeah, that shit terrifies me. Like when the fucking pit opens up, I'm like, y'all got some balls being out there.
One trip, your fucking leg is shredded.
Yeah, you're gonna be bleeding, and I don't need that. I don't need that energy.
No. Ew.
So that's gonna be a good time. That Friday, I might be going to see Can't Swim. They're doing like their album release show, but also playing their first album in full. So that should be a good time if I wind up going. They're just playing 2 albums.
They're just playing 2 albums.
They're just playing 2 albums.
Their first and their most recent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're just doing whatever the fuck they want, man.
Why the hell not? I mean,
exactly. Just fucking.
Not 1, but 2.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just fucking dick around on stage, Just play 2 albums.
Good for them.
And then next Tuesday, I'm gonna go shake some ass to Honey Revenge. It's gonna be ass shaking-tastic.
You could have workshopped that one a little more.
Yeah, I should have let that one cook up a little bit more before I said that.
Yeah, you are not the chef in the kitchen gif that you like to send with the big wok. that was not you. That you're the exact opposite of that. I think about that.
Yeah, I was not cooking up with that one. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sure if I'll be staying for Arrows in Action. Depends on the time and all that shit. But definitely gonna be there for Honey Revenge. Will be shaking ass. I don't even know what their set list is yet, but they only have 1 album out, so
shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, it's not that hard to figure out what they may or may not be playing.
Yeah.
And then that weekend, so next weekend is Fall Out Boy weekend. Damn. Saturday and Sunday. Fall Out Boy, Damn. Bring Me the Horizon, Royal and the Serpent, and Games We Play.
That's a really good lineup.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see Games We Play. I mean, obviously, like, I'm excited to see Bring Me the Horizon, and like Fall Out Boy's okay.
No, fuck those.
They're, but like, I'm stoked to finally see Games We Play, and I'm stoked to finally see Royal and the Serpent. So I'm really excited about that whole lineup. Lots of bands that I've never seen before. I've only seen Fall Out Boy once. So I'm very excited. Although Sage Weber of Point North is no longer drumming for Bring Me the Horizon. Their drummer is okay now.
Why even go?
Yeah, I mean,
Sage isn't drumming.
I wanted to watch the Machine drum. I was like, they got like a week of tour left, like a week and a half.
Yeah.
Just let him finish it out.
Why
But,
not? Who up Sage in their Weeper right now? Pat, I love you.
the drummer's back, so that's good. But I was hoping to see Sage, drummy smash up there.
On the big stage.
On the big stage. So yeah, that'll be a good time. We're on the lawn on Saturday, and then Sunday we've got whatever the closest section to the stage is.
Wow, so you went from all the way to the back to the
the seats aren't like all the way in the front. They're like in that section. They're kind of far back. I tried to get seats that were kind of like in the middle of that section. Ticketmaster did the thing where they were there, and then oops, another fan beat you to them. But they probably hadn't been available for like 10 minutes. They just leave one for you to click.
Rip that joy.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll go fuck myself then. So I went about 12 rows back and paid the same price. God, do I love Ticketmaster.
It is actually my favorite ticketing service.
Yes.
And I'm glad that we're talking about it now.
Yeah, but Can You Feel My Heart? And they're not playing Parasite Eve, so I might just walk out.
Why aren't they playing that?
I don't know.
They know it's your favorite, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No Obey, no Parasite Eve, but we'll play Lost.
They didn't need to do that.
I hate that song.
Who do they think they are? Water parks? Like, come on.
I can't stand that song. But I'm excited. All jokes aside, I'm stoked to finally see them, and I'm hoping for a headliner at some point because I need more songs. They're playing like 12 songs.
Parasite Eve.
Yeah, but I need Parasite Eve. That's really what we're here for.
Make it 13 songs. He's happy.
Yeah.
Same exact set. Let's just.
Yeah, just add one more in. Ollie, just talk a little less.
Exactly. Just like a little less. I always, just looking at him now, he does look very British. Before, I was like, he doesn't even look British, but something clicked. And I was like, no, he looks like the most British man I've ever seen. And now hearing his voice, I'm like,
It's still, every time he talks, it blows me away that he's British.
It's just, I remember just hearing on the radio. I'm pretty sure I texted you when it happened. I fucking had like Alt Nation on or something. And they were like, and here we have Ollie Sykes from Bring Me the Horizon. I was like, holy shit. He starts talking with this fucking British accent. And I was like, whoa. My mom was like, you know this guy? I was like, he's British? She was like, so no. I was like,
Ollie Sykes is British?
What the fuck is going on here? And I texted you. I was like, dude, why didn't anyone tell me? It's like the best kept secret in the alternative community.
And that is just one of the very many moments where I have asked Lori, what the fuck?
You're like, dude, come on. How did you not know? I was like, sorry, I don't watch Ollie Sykes talk daily. I don't fucking know. I don't.
No, I mean, I think you do now. Every fucking day you're sending me a reel of him talking. You go, he's British!
He's British! It's actually just back to back to back. Ollie Sykes, please come on the podcast.
Yeah, man. So we can be like, you're British? To your face.
Every time you answer a question, you're like, no.
I can't believe he's British.
I'm gonna wave a little British flag for him. I'll be like, I love this guy. I love this guy. He's awesome.
Great.
I'm going to 5 Seconds of Summer.
Nice.
That's my next concert. I'm going I only know like half the songs on the set list, so I'm like trying to learn this shit before it happens so I don't embarrass myself.
Yeah, but they were all right last time I saw them. Last summer.
Mm-hmm.
And they put on a pretty good show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the guys, so if they're like charismatic enough on stage, I'll be like, hell yeah. But then I'll mumble along because I don't really know the lyrics. That's
fair enough. Yeah, at least you have a voice after that one. We won't have to cancel the podcast on Monday.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
We do have some music to talk about though that did come out. There were no albums, but a couple EPs, handful of singles, and a cover that I thought was a single that we took off the list 30 seconds before we went live because I'm going
to still mention it.
The main, why are you putting out a cover in the middle of your album cycle?
A Taylor Swift song.
Yeah. Gloria was like, that's a Taylor Swift song. I was like, are you serious?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah. And then I was like, I don't believe you. So I Googled it myself and I was like, wow, it is.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the not Taylor Swift fan to tell me that it was a Taylor Swift cover.
I only know it because I've heard it on like Instagram Reels, and I only know that summer. Like that's the only part. And when they did it, I was like, what the? The rest of the song, they had me though until they pulled that one out, and I was like, oh, I know what you are. I know what you are. Like, fucking got me.
But Yellowcard put out their new EP, Childhood Eyes, first new music in a whole bunch of years. They got some features on here with Vic Fuentes from Pierce the Veil, as well as Dashboard Confessional.
Crazy.
I liked the single when we originally spoke about it, but listening to it multiple times over since then, bro, that shit slaps. What a great like comeback song and lead single for the EP. Man, their team did a good job picking that one. But I also really, really like 3 Minutes More, because obviously Vic from Pierce the Veil's on there, and I think that him and Ryan's vocals work so well together, because it wasn't just like, here Vic, you sing this part. They are on the song together throughout the entire thing, and it's almost at certain points hard to tell who is who, because
which is crazy.
Yeah, their vocals work together so well, and I've been loving hearing Vic on songs you wouldn't think he would feature on, like when he did the Cave Town song, and now this one. That
shit was crazy. Yeah. It was good. It was just crazy. Yeah.
So all in all, stoked on the EP, stoked the band's back. Shit rips.
Absolutely. The Vic song was my favorite. And it was the opener, which I was like, oh, the Vic song, hell yeah. I actually saw videos. Did you see the video that Vic posted? He was so fucking happy to be working with Yellowcard. And they were recording it and writing it in the same room the entire time, which it definitely shows when a band or when an artist is actually in the same room when the song is being formed, because you can kind of intertwine like everyone's parts together and make it look very seamless, versus we sent this part off to someone else and they, slapped it, and then that's their only one little section in the song. Genuinely just a really good EP. It flowed really well. There was no filler. All killer, no filler.
Like that Sum 41
album. Just really, really fucking good EP. I have nothing bad to say about it, honestly. I want to revisit it again.
So true.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Jamie's Elsewhere dropped a new EP, Paradise. Avatar, the fucking song Avatar. I listened to that a couple times. I can't lie. Not the band. I fucking love the band. You should go watch her interview with Avatar. But no, that song, it goes fucking insane. And the little outro at the end, I was like, oh, what's going on here? Shit. It was just everything about it. I really liked it.
It's so weird that you mentioned that song, because I was going to mention that song and not be like, wow, I love that song so much. I did not like how it opened. Like, it was off. It was like the timing was off and all that shit. And it was like very chaotic. And obviously it becomes a more structured, balanced song, kind of pretty much after the 30-45 second mark. But like just that opening, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, it feels like it's like just a jam.
That's crazy, because that's what got my attention for. That's what made my ears perk up. I was like, oh.
But it's just like, dude, it does, like, the rest of the EP is like a cohesive, balanced songs, not super chaotic. Obviously they're chaotic because they're metalcore songs, but they are not just like what the fuck is happening right now. And so that was like a little off-putting for me. The rest of the song, I very much enjoy it, but that like opening, I was just like, what in the fuck is going on right now?
You gotta remember, I do listen to Callous Cowboys, so I do like that kind of like
Yeah, well, I love the Callous Cowboys. I love that record that they just put out, but it's like when I'm listening to that band, that's what I expect. When I'm listening to metalcore, I'm not expecting chaotic mathcore in the middle of a song. That's just
that's actually fucking crazy.
That's just where I'm at with that. But the rest of the EP was great. As I said last time, anything with Aaron from Of Mice and Men, I love that guy's vocals. So this EP was much wanted, because they haven't Of Mice and Men hasn't put anything out since 2020 with that the EPs that turned into an album. Holding Absence dropped their new single Scissors. Fucking song rips, man. I said something about the single edits last time. Not saying I was right or anything, but we'll know in a couple weeks when the album comes out. We got to speak to Lucas. That will come out closer to the album. It was a great conversation. Obviously, we spoke about the record, but this single rips, and I'm stoked for the album to come out next month. It's almost here.
So close. I can't wait to possibly listen to it again or not. But I did really fucking like the song. Holding Absence is quickly becoming one of my favorite bands right now, and their album is quickly becoming one of my most anticipated. Until I Wake, drop new single, Cold. This shit banged.
Yeah,
I did like this a lot.
Yeah, I mean that last record was a banger front to back, so I honestly expected nothing less than another banger. And that is what we got. Not sure what's coming next. It felt like the vibe of the cover art was close to the that last record. So I don't know, going off the cover art, like I'm like, oh, it could be a deluxe, because they just, like, although they're not the same, they look similar to me. Like,
no, they share an eye.
There we go. That's why.
It's like they did the
it's
the fucking XX Tentacion and the fucking whoever else.
It's that then that's catching me. Because I was like, it's not the same face, but there's something about the face that is from that album. So I'm feeling like it's an extension from that, but no idea. And either way, fucking banger. Silent Planet put out their new single, Antimatter. Bro,
this song was fucking crazy. I fucking loved it.
Yeah. I actually saw one of the members of Like Moths to Flame stage tweeting about how the new Silent Planet album is a smacker. So I'm patiently waiting for the album now.
They should let us see and hear.
They should let us give that a spin right now.
Exactly.
But yeah, this single was crazy. Obviously known about the band for a while. We spoke about the last record that came out. Wasn't like the biggest fan of it. Like I enjoyed it, but I didn't come back to it. But I kind of get it now. Like this single kind of made me get the band.
So are you gonna revisit it now with kind of like your eyes open?
I might. Yeah, this was like an awakening for me. Like I'm getting the band now after following them for a while, and seeing them live and hearing that last record. I'm just like, shit, man. Maybe I do get it now.
Poppy dropped a new single, Knockoff. She's good.
Yeah, she's going out on tour with Paris, which we spoke about the Paris album last week. And I've spent all week with it since. I would just like everybody to know that shit will be on the top 10 list. Shit's a banger.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, with the amount of times that I've seen you do like /FM and it's like the Paris album, I'm like, okay, this is like his top 3.
It itches my fucking brain the right way, man. I don't even know. It's just like basically a pop album. That's not what I was expecting to make the top 10 for me, but I know it's going to.
You had fucking Dixie DeMayo in your top 10 last year.
Okay, shut up. That album was a banger. A banger.
You've listened to it like once all the way through, dude.
It was a banger.
Up.
Okay, it was best album of last year. Okay.
Oh wow, give it number 1 spot. Damn,
but
how the mighty have fallen.
But Poppy and Paris are co-headlining in August. That's such a strange tour, though.
Yeah, because Poppy is very experimental.
Kind of like industrial feeling.
Yeah, industrial, where Paris is more straightforward, I guess. Like you know what to expect when you hear Paris. Even Poppy is just like, what the
even the vibes. Like, I guess kind of the visuals on this new Paris album are kind of, in that Poppy-esque, especially like the Goddess music video. With like the white background. I think that was even like the one of the stills they used from that, like on the tour poster or whatever. So but like that's the only thing that, like, I saw that tour go up and I was just like, in what world?
Yeah, who the fuck clicked a randomizer here and said, yeah, go with that one?
Like, and I wish that tour was coming near me, because although I literally saw Paris 2 weeks ago, I could go for a headlining Paris set.
Why the hell
but
not?
but she's doing that tour and then going over the UK and Europe with Fall Out Boy. Not a bad
Hate
gig.
when that happens.
Yeah, not a bad gig. So maybe next year we'll get in there. But anyways, back to the Poppy song, because I was just this just allowed me to go on a tangent about how I have been listening to the Paris album, and
you really like it.
everything I said in that is tenfold now. All my thoughts on the album tenfold.
Yes.
I did like this song. I enjoyed it. She announced a new record, comes out October 27th. And I enjoyed this single more than the lead single off of it, the church outfit or church girls, whatever it was. Yeah, neither of us liked that one. Yeah, church outfit.
I did not. I did not like that song actually, like, at all.
It wasn't. This one, was still a little bit repetitive, but not made sense. And it wasn't just like the same droning noise over and over again. I fucked with this one.
Yeah, I just looking back at I Disagree, her last album, I really, really liked this record, and already it is a different sound than what she's done before. So I'm a little nervous about that, but also people are able to fucking do new shit, and she's doing it well so far, except for church outfit. We don't talk about that one. Everything else, it's going well. I'm just a little. I hope she gets a little louder, I guess. The fucking industrial sounds and shit. That shit was good. Where it was just kind of noise, but you could kind of hear everything. It was like, oh, I want more of that, and then she just didn't do more.
I mean, you said it yourself at the beginning. She's literally experimental. I mean, everything. I mean, the I Disagree came out fucking 2020, and since then we've had everything from like a 30-minute long noise EP to fucking singles that were like borderline pop songs and everything in between. So she does whatever the fuck she wants, and it obviously fits the brand that she has.
I mean, she's poppy.
Yeah, and she does most of it well. I mean, I feel like it's a little hit or miss for us, and we're usually on the same page of it wasn't good, or that fucking rocked, and so I'm excited for the album nonetheless. And it's 2 songs. I feel like Poppy is one of the few artists where it's like impossible to form any sort of opinion or bias going into the album, because it's like each single is going to be different, and the album is going to sound nothing like any of the singles.
No.
And if it
the
does,
album isn't going to sound like the album at all. Like, it's just going to be fucking random songs. And you're like, oh, this shit's good.
And if anything sounds the same, it's because like 2 songs blend in together. Like that's about it.
There's one that fades into the other and fades out.
Yeah, that's about it. So, excited for what I'm sure is going to be a wild card.
Should be good.
Hollowfront and Dakota Alvarez put out their new single "Letting Go." Was not expecting to get new Hollowfront so soon. That record came out last year. We did get to speak with the band about it. It is out, of course.
That was a good one.
This track fucking bangs. That album was a ripper. Expected nothing less from new Hollowfront, and we got a ripping track.
Expect nothing less.
Hell yeah.
Fucking banger. Hell yeah. Citizen dropped a new single, If You're Lonely. This song was good. I fucking loved this one. I did. And it just, I don't know why. I always forget what Citizen sounds like. So it's always just like, damn, this is good. It's like I'm fucking listening to them for the first time every time they're on the playlist. But it's always good. It's always positive when I hear them, when I see them pop up on my silly little screen. I'm like, oh, hey, this is good. This is really fucking good. So thumbs up.
Yeah, song's a banger. I'm very much enjoying this one. They announced a new record. Release date is slipping my mind, but they did announce it. So stoked on that. Another Citizen banger.
Another banger.
True. Magnolia Park and Nothing Nowhere dropped their new single, Breathing. They announced their set of EPs coming out August 18th. This song's a fucking banger, man. They've been dropping a bunch of heavy shit recently, heavier, and I'm here for it.
Absolutely. I really like this track. I did like it. I'm usually not the biggest fan of Nothing Nowhere,
Mhm.
but I did really like what he added to this song. Beartooth dropped a new single, Might Love Myself. This is a good song. It means well. I don't think I liked it.
Yeah, so they announced their new record. It's called The Surface. It comes out in October. And we've had a bunch of songs already. Riptide came out like this time last year. It's been out for so fucking long. And that song was, kind of felt like a natural progression from Below of like, I am getting better. I am sober. I feel good about myself. But this song is still heavy. Sunshine, there is a heavy moment. Not the biggest fan of that song, though.
I love that song.
I can't get, like, I know what's going to come later in the song. I just can't get past the opening of it. And then this song, I mean, as you said, it's a good song. I just don't know how I feel about it in the context of Beartooth.
If anyone else released it, I would have been like, this is good. But because it's Beartooth, it's just so, it's such a strange sound, a strange mixture of heavy and not super heavy, I guess. It's just, and it feels clunky, if that's the right word. I don't know. It doesn't naturally progress in my head. Like, it just kind of feels a little distorted.
Yeah, it's I don't expect beatdown fucking nose breaking fucking riffs from Beartooth anymore. I mean, we left that shit in 2013. But I was expecting a little bit more of a vibe of the first couple of songs, because although not the biggest fan of Sunshine, I like it. Not my favorite Beartooth song though. They have been able to maintain Caleb has been able to maintain the I am happy, I'm in a good headspace, but here's a fucking rocking song about it. This is not that. So I'm curious to see where this album goes, because it is very much a more positive album. He got clean, he got sober during the creation of this album, which put him obviously in a way better headspace. So it's going to be interesting to see where this album goes. Because right now I'm a little like but it's also Beartooth. Caleb Shone was a fucking animal, so I mean I'm expecting to enjoy the album at the end of the day, because he's one of my favorite songwriters and frontmen and vocalists in the scene and just in general. So I'm expecting the album to pull itself together and be a fucking banger, but we've got a couple of months until we find that out.
I think it's also like, I mean this is not like our little way, but I think in the context
say the line,
of the
say
album,
it.
in the context of the album, I do think that this song will make sense, because it's like they took like a deep cut and made it a single, which is fair, and you're able to fucking do that. Bands, you can do that if you want. It's just you're gonna get this reaction where it's like it's out of context, and it just, you don't get that ebb and flow from the album to kind of make this one make sense. But just kind of as a standalone, it's just kind of like,
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Because even though I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it as a Beartooth song, I've still listened to it a bunch of times.
I've still streamed it 1,000 times.
Yeah, I've still listened to it way too many fucking times, but I still am just kind of like, I'm not even sure I have an opinion on this song other than I'm confused as fuck. Like, I feel like I'm having that more and more. It's just like in general with music, it's just like, I really don't know how to feel about this.
No, that's fair. I've kind of gotten in the habit of just listening to stuff I already know and I already have an opinion on, and then it's like when new music comes out, I'm like, give me like 4 more listens and I'll have something for you. Something. I don't fucking know, man.
Yeah, I've given this song a bunch of listens. I got nothing other than I got to hear the album, because now I'm just confused. I thought I saw where this was going, and now I don't.
No. Yeah.
I
don't fucking know.
Mimi at the Altar dropped their new single, Give It Up, announced the deluxe edition of their debut album. It's got a couple of B-sides, and it's got a cover on there. gonna be a good time. This is another banger from them. Definitely echoes the sound that was on that album. A little bit of a poppier sound. Still not quite sure how I feel about that sound change, but this song is a banger nonetheless.
I do also miss their
Easy
God,
core.
what the fuck is it called? Yeah, I miss that. I miss that a lot. But yeah, good song. I really do like this song a lot. I hope they play it live when I see them with 5 Seconds of Summer. I'll see you guys soon. That's so fucking exciting. I love them so much. I don't know. And also the fact that they're not playing any of their kind of metalcore shit, breakdown shit live.
Well, I don't know if that translates for a 5 Seconds of Summer audience. I'm just gonna be honest.
It would translate for me. It would translate for me. Bro, so I fucking circle pit at a 5 Seconds of Summer concert. Oh, beautiful. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a little sad, but I hope that they do revisit it soon, very soon. Maybe the next release, next single, something. I'll take anything. But I really do like the song, genuinely. It's good.
So true.
Zayn drops a new single, Love Like This.
It's fucking ass.
It was not good. What is happening this year? It's like everyone that I loved in like 2020 is just dropping the worst shit of their career. Fucking Louis, Niall, fucking Harry was last year. Did not deserve album of the year. I'm not sorry. That shit stunk. I'm like, Liam hasn't even fucking moved since 2020.
Good. He should stay in his box over there.
this little fucking mansion. I don't care, man. You're good. Not good at all. How did we go from like the lead single Better, which was a fucking R&B, beautiful, made me tear up a little bit type sad little broken romance song, to this, to fucking someone said TNT commercial, AT&T. Like, what the hell, man? Like, come on, dude. What happened? I don't know. We'll see. This might be leading up to an album. It probably is. That's usually the only time he comes out of his fucking cave to promote an album, and then he goes back in. We don't see him for another 2 years, so I think that's what's happening here.
Not stoked.
No, because the fucking run that all the One Direction guys are having right now, bad. Really fucking bad.
It's like they all got in a room together and they were like, let's cook up the worst shit you've ever heard.
Who's ready to drop the worst shit
the
in our entire
shit.
careers? Exactly. We're actually gonna beat fucking.
It's a mid off.
Not taking home. It's a mid. Oh my god, dude! Louis winning. He's winning. Fucking landslide.
And for our last topic, Code Orange and Billy from the Smashing Pumpkins put out a new single, Take Shape. This announced Code Orange's new album. Little confused by this song because it is not what I expected from Code Orange. They have a very industrial metal kind of vibe, and this was like a new metalcore-ish kind of vibe. I heard a lot of people comparing it to bands like Linkin Park and Korn, which is not normally what Code Orange gets compared to, but I did hear Linkin Park on this song and I was confused. I think I like it though. And I can't lie, I am excited for the album because I do like this band, but I am curious to see where this album goes.
Absolutely. I do. Now that you say Linkin Park, I do hear the comparison. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that.
Yeah.
Kind of fucking but it's fine. Like I respect Linkin Park. It's just a silly joke. It's just a joke. I think it's a good song. I like it. I feel like I'm able to get into this song more than their other stuff. I don't know. It fits. I do like it. It was a verse song off a fucking playlist, and it made me do a double take because I was like, what? Code Orange? But I liked it. I really did. I really did like it.
So true. Well, as I said, that's all the topics we have today. You can follow us on Twitter. It's good_nose_cast. Sorry, it's X now. It's not Twitter. It's X. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Every audio streaming service ever is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com. And Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Go check out your Patreon supporters, your Twitch subs, and your important plugs. And then we're going to sign off.
Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy Brady, Zari, and Eric. And thank you to our Twitch subs, Coaster Lover, Buzz Lightskin, Matt again from Pulses. Thank you, Matt, Sam, and Zari. Thank you again, Zari. Thank you to everyone who supports us.
You keep my lights on. Thanks, guys.
Woo! You see the lights are in his background? That's you guys not mine, though.
You guys bought that Gravedigger poster for me.
Yep. Love that shit. The amount of conversations that you struck up like mid-interview where they're like, wait a minute.
That Gravedigger
Poster.
You can count it on one hand. You can count it on one hand. It happened 5 times.
I feel like it's happened more. It feels like it's happened more because I'm like, how the fuck do you guys see that? I didn't even notice it for the first year. I fucking look at his background all the time. Anyways, important plugs. Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Fucking be a decent person. Yeah, be a good person. Support local bands, small bands coming through. Yeah. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah. Well, I've been Shane.
I've been Glory.
And we've been the Good Noise Podcast. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.